My name is Juan Betancourt, and I'm 21 years old.
I'm Priscilla Bangstead, and I'm 28.
Great. Okay, so were you a bully or were you bullied?
I was bullied.
I was bullied.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about how that was for you.
Mostly I was bullied in elementary and middle school. It got really hard in middle school, to the point of me almost getting expelled. I just didn't take it anymore and I almost stabbed a kid. It was just bad in middle school.
Alright, and for you?
I would say middle school, yeah, same, like 6th, 7th grade. I was a really bad tomboy. Not bad tomboy, because it's not bad, but I was a tomboy, you know. I didn't really like sitting with the girls at recess, you know, talking about boys and stuff. Like, I'd just rather play basketball with the boys or like baseball and stuff. And I don't know if they would just get mad that I was as good as them or probably better than some of them. And, you know, they would call me like she-man and stuff like that. Kind of affected me at that age because I just, you know.
When people aren't aware of what's outside of their comfort zone, it kind of maybe intimidates them, or it kind of they don't know how to handle it, which is very human-like, to not know how to handle new things or new people or a new look or new in general. It is hard for people.
Yeah.
And when you see it, you're gonna it's human nature to judge it automatically by appearance, or it's human nature to go against it if it's not something that is in your comfort zone. So it's not their fault, it's in your human nature. But why I think you need to make this video, and what's important, is to have an open mind and to have an open knowledge of what's aware, and to not judge automatically, and just to
respect people that are different from you.
What I recommend for people who are bullied is not to hold it in.
Yeah.
Have someone to talk
that
to.
That was my next.
Well, the best advice that I could give to a person that is being bullied is to arm yourself, educate yourself. Like, if what they're bullying you about is something that's hitting a nerve with you, read about it, find out about it. Like, you know, if you're kind of a tomboy, if you're kind of a feminine boy, you know, figure yourself out. Like, figure out, you know, maybe why do you like this? Why do you like that? Why, you know, because the better you feel about yourself, the less these words can affect you.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the smarter you are, you know, the smaller everyone else just becomes, and the bigger you become, you know. And that's just your best weapon, you know, your own education, like your own intelligence. That's what I found to be the best weapon for me, is, you know, educating myself.
Juan?
And then to the people that do bullying, you know, you've got probably some things that you're insecure about that, you know, you've got to be looking outside of yourself to make yourself feel better. You know, like, you can't stand to look at yourself in the mirror, so you've got to put that negative energy out there to someone else. Just think about how you want to be treated. How you think that that's someone's son or daughter. You have a mom.
Or sister or brother.
You have a mom. You know, you've probably got a sister or a brother. You're going to have children someday. Think about how you want them to be treated when they go to school, a safer place.
Okay, so let's start off by you giving us your name and how old you are.
My name's David Crowder, and I'm 30 years old.
Okay, David, and were you bullied or were you a bully?
I was bullied.
You were bullied. Alright, tell us a little bit about that and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in a small town in East Texas. There were only about 75 kids in my class that I graduated with. There was about 400 in the whole high school. It was a very rural area. It was not very close to a city. Let's So the main emphasis of my school was for the athletes, really, more than the artsy people like me. I was always involved in music, and the torment really came from those kids. It's like they would use the word gay or faggot, not to make a statement about your sexuality, but to just make you feel bad about yourself. And it got to the point where I was 21 years old before I ever realized that you could be a gay person, and that it wasn't just a tease word. And so, it was very hard to identify yourself in a way that you're taught is not identifiable.
Right. What would you say to the kids that are in that situation right now? What advice would you give them?
Grow up. Stop taking out your own insecurity on the people around
No,
you.
the people that, the kids that are being bullied.
Oh. Don't be afraid. Don't let it get to you. And you can do your best to avoid the situation, but when you're confronted with it, all you have to do is invalidate the fear and make the other party realize that it's their own problem that they're trying to deal with. It's not coming from you, and don't blame yourself.
And how has your life gotten better?
Well, as I've gotten older and had more experiences with people, I realized as a 30-year-old that a bully is really just another person who's afraid of being bullied. They fear that they lack control in their own life, and so their only way to exert that is to bully someone else. If you don't give them the tools to do that, they can't do it.
And if you had the chance to face your bullies or have talked to someone who does bully people, what would you say to them?
Grow up. Deal with your own issues in your own realm of experience. Don't take your drama out on other people. Break the cycle of abuse. So obviously, you're learning this from somewhere.
Lastly, if you had to give kids advice on how to how to get adults to understand the severity of their situation and not that they're just being dramatic, what would you tell them?
I would say find another adult to talk to, because the one you're speaking to obviously is not invested in your well-being.
Alright, thank you so much, and thank you for your time. Okay, so let's first start off by you telling us your name and how old you are.
Okay. My name is Iceland, and I'm 21 years old.
Okay, so were you a bully or were you bullied? Or a little bit of both?
Both.
Alright,
I guess both.
So tell us a little bit about both.
Okay. Well, I guess you could say I was sort of bullied when I was in elementary school, and then when I realized that I need to be tougher, I became a bullier during middle school until I met this one kid that I used to bully a lot. I would kick his book bag on the floor. He had a rolly book bag. I would kick it. And then he asked me this one simple question that turned my entire life around. He said, why do you do this to me? What have I done to you to deserve this? I didn't have an answer. So from there on, I just became best friends with him. I, till this day, speak to him, and I grew a lot from just that one simple question, and yeah.
What would you say to the kids who are in the situation right now, like who are getting bullied? What would you say to them on how to handle it?
Talk to somebody. It helps, even though it doesn't matter how you think people are gonna look at you for snitching or whatever it is. You're better off just talking to somebody, because there's that one person that goes through the same thing as you do. Look at me. I was a bully. I got bullied, and you know what I'm saying? Once you have that conversation, things can turn around.
Okay. How has your life gotten better since you learning all the stuff that you've learned about being bullied and about bullying?
I learned to appreciate people more. I've learned to grow up, and I have a different mentality that a lot of people don't have till today, and I just learned to appreciate life for itself. No matter who you are, how you dress, how you act, and how you present yourself, it's just a human being, and learn to appreciate it.
And last, what would you say to those bullies that bullied you, and what would you say to kids who are being bullied?
Can we curse?
Let's try not to.
Okay. Well,
So
I hope that karma gets to you, because, for example, those 6 children did not deserve to get what they got from other people, and there's so many other cases that a lot of people don't know about, and I just wish you or open your eyes in time, or you get what you deserve. And F you.
thanks. That works. And what about like kids dealing with talking to their parents or an adult? What would you advise them to do in regards to getting adults to understand the severity of their problem?
Well, see, I understand adults sometimes don't understand kids. They think that what the kids are going through is not real drama, real stress. And if adults are listening to this, it's serious. You need to listen, even if it sounds so petty. It really means something to the child, and if they're stressing over something, listen to them. Actually make action. Try to help them, change in schools. And for the kids that are afraid to tell their parents, I probably suggest that if they can't talk to their parents for whatever reason they have, talk to a teacher, talk to the principal, counselor, an older friend that is wiser, a family friend, whatever you feel that you would feel comfortable speaking to. But you need to say something in order for it to be resolved, because losing your life is not worth it at all.
All right, thanks for your time, and bye.